So I'm Dr. Tony. I'm a chiropractor locally. What I do these talks every month, third Tuesday of the month at 12:30ish. And what I do is want to educate people on how to move better. When you move better in the right direction, right purpose, and you do the right things, your body can stay healthy for a long period of time. So you live a long, healthy, quality life forever, correct? Once with 150. Maybe not me then. So, can we do things that allow us to improve our posture, and then from there improve our strength, and then from there improve your overall health so your body stays strong? If your body stays strong, it negates problems or risks that cause pain. Okay, a lot of us are on medications for pain or other problems too. If we minimize that, so you live a long, healthy life without those things. Again, I'm into nutrition too. That's it. This is really about a physical health, these talks. My talk today is about back exercises. I include posture, include stretches, include strength. With my patients, I want them, when they come in with pain or have problems with pain, I want them to get pain, at least minimal pain for once, maybe where it's sore, not completely painful. And from there, stretch, from there, strength. That point, the strength minimizes the reason and the risk of going back to pain. Okay? Any questions yet? Starting with posture. Starting taking a step back now, where is your back? Okay, what do people say your back is? People say from here down to here, from the base of your neck to your tailbone is your back by definition. What I want to focus on is lower rib cage down to your belt line or tailbone as your back source of where your load is when you walk, when you stand, when you sit, when you get up out of a chair. That's considered a back problem or a low back pain. Okay? Is that okay, everybody? Good. I like the head nods. Yes, we're already working together. Okay. Number one thing is posture. Always I do this for every talk. A lot of newbies there too. And I want to see your posture first. How do you check your posture? Go against my technique. Have people go against the wall. Have go against the wall here with your heels, hips, shoulders, and head, and see if this feels relaxed to you. Okay? Can you put your hand, maybe a fist or just a flat hand in your lower back, so you feel that little bit of spacing, because you have a little bit of curve in there. From the front view, your spine should be straight, correct? Just say yes if you don't know. It's not your head. It's everybody else. Okay? Should be straight. From the side view, you want to have from the side view a curve of your lower back that curves this way, C-shaped this way, whatever you want to call it. Your upper back should be somewhat flat or somewhat maybe curving a little bit forward. Then your neck should be curving backwards also. Okay? That allows your curves of your spine, like a spring, to hold you up instead of your muscles holding you up all day. The posture muscles of the back are meant to have normal motion. When I do this, the problem is you want load all day long, it's going to get tired. Muscles get tired, they get sore. Muscles get sore over time. Your ability to recharge every day when you sleep becomes less and less and less. So by the end of the week you go, I'm exhausted. Can't wait till Friday, it's only Tuesday. What the heck's going on? How do we get our body to get a little bit more curve in your body? By having good posture first. And then from there, muscles relax. Muscles can relax, you can recharge faster, and you get stronger too. That's the plan. So if I'm gonna check my posture again. Heels, hips, shoulder, and head. And I'm going to go from here. If I'm going to exercise, go to the gym for example, I want to make sure I'm exercising this way, not if my posture is here or this way. So realize if your body is forward, hunching forward, that's your normal posture in your brain. Your brain sees it as your straight posture, as your normal posture. As setting your posture, you go, okay, that's different. Then from there, what I would do, I'll just move this a little bit this way, what I would do is then, after you come off the wall, now you want to do is lean back on your heels to where your toes come up just for a second to get a balancing point for you. Okay, so I'm going to go wherever I am, so I'm punching forward a little bit, I'm going to exaggerate. At that point I'm going to come back, get against the wall, come back, lift my heels up on the weight of my heels, lift my toes up just for a second. I want to try to maintain this posture when I walk, when I stand, especially when I exercise. When you're exercising, allow your brain to calibrate your posture faster to this better posture versus where your body's used to. Any questions about that? I tell people you're going to feel awkward or weird for about maybe 2 or 3 weeks. like you're back in high school or junior high. So I want to make sure, okay, if I'm uncomfortable, that's good for me right now because my body wasn't a normal posture before. Any questions about it? Nothing yet? Yes, we're moving on. Next part. How do we talk about the back, meaning here from the lower back belt line, tailbone, up to about lower mid ribs. How do we, if our posture is like this to start with, that makes your back weaker, makes the spine lock up, causing spine pain, because sometimes neuropathy like sciatica down the leg. How do we negate that? How do we change that to go from here to here? How do we alleviate that pressure? Okay, I'm going to demonstrate what's called the low back roll exercise. What I'll do, if I send you my email, I'll send you a link to my YouTube playlist of all my exercises so you can see all my exercises for back, neck, shoulder, whatever. Ear exercises, I'm not sure what I have on them. Okay? So I'm going to take a back towel. Any back towel will do. It doesn't have to be gray. It can be rainbow, whatever you want to use. Just saying. And put that back towel on my lower back, right about here, my legs bent, my lower back, and lean all the way down where I have that pressure in my lower back. You can see, you'll see my lower back will actually arch up to allow more curve in my back. So I'm going to start, either way, it doesn't matter to me. Either legs up, some people feel, probably 60% of people feel more comfortable here. Legs up, legs bent, feet flat on the floor for maybe 30 seconds if it feels comfortable, a full minute. If it feels uncomfortable, maybe 30 seconds. And from there, what I'm going to do is bring my legs down, straight, to cause a little more pressure on my back, to make my back curve more. At that point, again, 30 seconds if it feels uncomfortable, a minute, full minute if it feels good or normal. Any questions about this? Nothing? I can't see you, so I'm telling you I can't do that. Okay, does it make sense how this will help you? By doing it lying down, allows you to actually feel the body separate more. If you're doing it sitting up or against the wall with a towel, your back's already compressed because of the weight of your body. And even gravity too equals your mass of your body. Don't worry about the physics part of it. But by doing lying down now, your body's already going to separate. That allows the bone to separate more. Bones separate along with muscles. Now you have more joint motion. If there's more joint motion, that means your body's decompressing on its own. Then things move better. If things move better, then actually the pain goes away. I start patients with this first. That's my first test for them to make sure their back can handle this. If it's too early, you got to reduce the pain first. Other options, adjusting whatever it is, then go to here next. Any questions about that? Next exercise. Talk about it again. Going back to step one. Where's your posture? Your posture like this. That one gets that back to arch up. Okay. So I'm going to go here. Again, second floor exercise here. I think we're going to do 3. I think in my head. I'm going to go here. My body's used to, for example, being here. All I want to do is now reverse that position, get that body to bend backwards. I'm going to go into my forearms and just lie like this. Someone that's in a lot of pain, chronic pain, they may not even be able to do this. They may just feel comfortable doing this, where instead of being on their forearms, they'll be more flat on their arms and their head relaxed on their arms. That may be their starting position. If they can do this, okay, let's go from here. Let's bend that back more. Again, lying down takes the load off of there. I'm going to bring you, now it's called, my video is called the first low back stretch. What we do is maybe 30 seconds here. Just to relax the body, get the body relaxed, back, legs relaxed. Realize this can be an exercise, not only for the back, but also the hips too. I'll show you in a second why. What I'm going to do is bring my legs up, my ankles up here. That's where it feels comfortable. Okay, right, if my pain starts right here, my ankles come up off the floor, keep my upper legs on the floor. Here, I'm going to stop right here. Any stretching you do, if it starts causing any type of pain, you have to be very careful with it. Okay, you want to cause where it feels tight but not painful. So I'm going to go here, hold that position for maybe 30 seconds. Okay, if I go further, great, doesn't matter where you start. From here, now I'm going to do is I'm going to start rotating my hips a little bit, keep my ankles together, bend to one side, where it feels again tight but not sore. Okay, hold that again for 30 seconds. Rotates the hips, so you may cause some soreness maybe on that right side if you're bending to the right, because you're causing your hips to rotate more. There's an it's called the SI joint between the hip and the tailbone. It can cause it to pinch or sometimes strain. I'm going to go here and go, I'm going to ask my patient, where do you feel that pressure? The right side, that's where it's going to pinch. Left side is more the muscle ligament stretching, that's okay.
You want to go where you feel comfortable. If I go to the left side and bring my ankles to my left side, I want to make sure that feels comfortable again on my right side. More of a stretch on the right side, maybe left side might pinch on that left-hand side. Okay? Then from here, what I'm going to do is have them relax again. At that point, feel that difference. Was one side tighter than the other? That'll be something to work on it and even stretch even more over time. Any questions so far? So starting position 0 is going to be here. Arms here, flat on your stomach. Get that bicep arch just a little bit more than you're used to. That feels good. Then you do is bring your hands into a relaxed plank position more on your forearms. At that point, hang it here for maybe 30 seconds. That feels good. Bring your legs up. At that point, only where you feel comfortable. Then from there, one side then the other. Again, where you feel tight but not painful, about 30 seconds. All right? Any questions so far?
Can those be done on an exercise table?
Exercise table, good question. Or even a floor with a mat. I don't like the bed. The bed's too soft. You want some support. So something where you're going to feel that pressure against you. If it's against the bed, sometimes your body will sink too much, give you a false sense that it's too much for you. Either that one or the first one too. Good question. Okay. We talk about exercise and what we should or should not be doing. It's what you're used to. And if you don't know what you're doing, then you have good physical therapy to find out what's going to be good for you. What I tell people not to do is go to the gym by yourself. So you're going to see Arnold over there working out his way, and you're going to see, what's it called, G.I. Jane in the other corner doing this. I'm going to go try that. Problem with an injury too, like you're talking about, you can make yourself worse.
Yeah.
So you want to go in with a trainer, and really, I want to say educated trainer that knows your situation, has dealt with that before, or even physical therapy to go, what should I be doing, not be doing? I would still work out, because the problem if you don't work out at all, that your situation get weaker and weaker and weaker. Even if that tailbone heals, then what happens? Then you have to start all over again. I tell someone if you're going to have surgery done or something, especially where, say a shoulder or a knee, whatever it is too, I always ask them, where is your surgeon going to send you the day afterwards for physical therapy? What's your rehab like? And if they say, well, I don't have any rehab scheduled, I go, you got to get that now. Because the longer you wait after surgery or something like your daughter's going through too, you build up what's called scar tissue. Everyone know what scar tissue is? Scar tissue is what happens when you have a surgery or injury. Everything wants to swell to get things to heal. Muscle, ligaments, whatever it is. The byproduct is going to be swelling. That's why if it stays in the area long enough without motion, it causes it to become more fibrous, more glue-like. That's scar tissue. If that stays there for a long period of time too without breaking that up, that becomes arthritis around the joint, around the bone, around the ligament. I had two guys come in my office, maybe about 6-7 years ago. One was in his 60s, a big walker, walked every day. One was more of a Harley, like biker type of guy, maybe in his early 40s, about 20 years apart. They both had surgery with their shoulder about the same time. Okay? The one that was an active gentleman, active guy, within a month he was out moving around. He's like, it feels like 50% better. And they made apple-to-apple surgery. The guy that had, the biker guy, he was still here a month later. His surgeon had given no therapy at all. He was like, he said, it is killing me right now. And he used some other specific languages I can't say here on video, but a lot of it is he was upset. And I asked him, what kind of physical therapy did your doctor give you? He goes, nothing. I'm like, ouch. So once you get things moving, sometimes the next day after a shot or surgery, you're kind of putting yourself at a negative way to heal. It's going to take a lot longer. So I want to make sure people get that right idea. How do I move now? If your pain level is like a 9 or 10, yes, you got to be very careful. If your pain level is a 5 or 6 or less, you should be moving right away. And it will be uncomfortable, but you got to get through some of that to get yourself to heal long term. All right. Any other questions about that? It's my spiel on scar tissue, arthritis, moving. Surgery, post-surgery especially. The next one, last one on the floor is going to be the bridge. And again, I'm going to do the floor right now to kind of give you an idea of what I work with my patients. Because I want to give you things to do simply at home that you don't even need a gym for at all, right now at least. So I'm going to go here. It's called the bridge for a reason. You're going to bridge your body, if you can, up as far as you can where you're comfortable. Okay? Helps the core, helps the hips, helps the glutes, helps the back at the same time. The reason I have people do this is try this is not really for their core, because people have their core issues, whatever it is too. That's up to them. But can you from here now, using your elbows to help you balance a little bit, elbows on the floor, bring one foot up just off the floor. And where do you feel that pain, pressure, soreness, or imbalance? I feel it more in my hamstring for 1, 2, a little bit in my glute, and maybe a little bit in my back right there. Okay, from here, from this bridge, I'm going to switch feet, my right to my left, bring that foot up from the bridge position. That point again, I'm going to hold my balance and feel my right glute fire, my right hamstring, my right lower back to hold my body from doing what? From doing this. Okay? If I don't hold that position evenly, my legs will shift, my hips will shift over to my leg that's on the floor over to one side. So I want to hold that better position so all my muscles get to work better, help my back, support my back more. Switch sides again here, but now I'm going to do another modification, but it's going to be this one here. Bridge to a foot off the floor to a straight knee and hold that position that way. Okay? Again, I'm using, by having your leg going straight, that's a longer lever to put more pressure on both your right leg, front leg, and left leg, back of your left leg and hip.
Because your stomach muscle must be involved too.
They have to be.
Oh,
If not going to do this, to compensate to throw my weight over to my left, everything in my core has to work to hold my body stationary so it doesn't want to naturally bring my body to shift over that leg that's on the floor already. All right? And then one more time here. Other side, foot off the floor, straighten your knee out. That point, hold that position. Maybe 5 seconds to start, and after 5 seconds, go to about 10 seconds. And again, like the other one too, the kickback, all I want you to do is about maybe maximum 10 seconds, three times both sides. And then if you feel good, twice a day. Someone that works out already, maybe doing this once in the evening is going to be good enough. Any questions? Because I'm exhausted. my third workout today. All right.
Well, if I had one about stomach muscles, and if I don't think about it, my belly drops a little.
That's a little bit, right?
So you have to stop constantly remember to touch your muscles and straighten your back.
Well, but when you do this, good question, Chuck. Good job, Chuck. When you do that often enough, what do? It becomes your normal. Your body stays here. Like I feel to come to my office. When I first come in, they go. I can't even sit up straight. I'm like, you're right. By the time, maybe a month later, maybe a couple weeks later, they go, now I can't do this anymore. I go, you're right. Because now your body's used to this. Used to staying here instead of being where they're used to. They've changed their normal position to here instead. But it takes work and work and work.
But if your body's used to sitting in front of a computer for 50 years, 5 days a week, it takes some work to get over that.
It does, and that's the thing, Chuck, is I tell my patients, I can't do the exercises for you, I do enough for myself. What do you want to do to get yourself healthy so your body stays healthy? And again, once your body's healthy and you feel good, how does it affect the rest of your life? Your attitude, people around you, your routines. When people are sore and in pain, your body produces stress hormones that keep your body under stress. In a stressed state, or in a stressed state, you have a lower tolerance to stress around you. Someone upsets me, I go, oh, sorry, they're having a bad day. Someone's already in pain or sore for maybe days or weeks or months, they're like, I'm going to take that guy outside and wring his neck. Probably they don't, because that'd be assault, I think. But can you have that? Can you figure out what your action point is, that threshold, and make it higher and higher for getting healthier, so your body relaxes. When your body's relaxed, they can tolerate more stress. That's just human physiology. All right, any questions about that? Nothing yet? All right. Next one. Let's get to this back exercise, strength exercises. 3 things. Okay, I'm going to finish up with these. Anyone done squats before? Your legs, your backs, good. Okay. I'll demonstrate the way I start the patients to get their back stronger and their posture back here. Talk about moving a better position to make your body stronger in a better position here, to make your back stronger by leaning back more, correct? Everyone say yes.
Yes.
Yes, good job. Okay. So what I want to do is start with your body against the wall. Just go flat against the wall first to start here. Now bring your feet out about maybe 1.5 feet, 2 feet where you're comfortable. And you want to have your feet straight. That's the important part to talk about. Your feet want to be straight because you want your knees and your legs to get stronger if you're running, walking, whatever it is, evenly. Everyone has what's called an outside muscle called TFL band. That band is supposed to support you when you take a step not to lean to one side. That band, when you walk a lot or exercise, it causes an extra muscle in your leg to pull your foot sometimes out here if you're not careful. Some people stand naturally, and don't do it now because you'll embarrass yourself, more like this. That's more duck. More duck or pigeon, or what's the other one? Pigeon and...
Pigeon-toed.
Pigeon-toed is more in, but what's the outside one?
Duck.
Duck? I'm going to say duck because I said duck earlier. Okay. Duck here, more of a duck walk, right? The problem when you do this, when you have your feet pointing outwards, now your hip will close off, and now your back muscles get stuck where they can't get strong, so you can't move enough. You want to keep those hips open by having your feet straight out instead of being duck where they pinch everything together so they can't move properly. Any questions about that? That's my 30-second foot position talk. So here,
So don't be a duck.
don't be a duck. Don't be a duck. Ducks are cool, but don't be a duck. So they're tasty sometimes. So what kind of ethnicity you're in? Ducks are very tasty. So here, feet about 2 feet away from the wall, 1.5 feet. Hips against the wall, shoulders and head. Hands in front of you. Use this later with the hands. You're going to slide down the wall enough to where your hips are above your knees still, and your knees are still behind your toes. All right? Any questions about that? Why is that important? Because if we're too far backwards, or if you're too far toward the wall, that when we come down, got to come up. That's a lot of knee pressure. I want to have the knees, if possible, right behind the toes when you're at the bottom position, here. At that point, if it's too far, even here, too far out, you're going to come down and go, now I can't get up. That's hard. Now you can embarrass yourself again. So I'm going to come up, start over again. Feet far enough out to my knees stay below my toes. Come down, hold. My hips can be above my knees a little bit, about 2 seconds here, then come up. Okay? What I don't want you to do is do this, come down, and bounce up. The problem is you do that, it can hurt your knees, sometimes even your legs too. You want a controlled movement where you pause. At that point you worry about your balance and also your muscle strength and your position of your body. When you bounce, you lose that concept of where your body should be. Okay? We do this with every exercise, to be honest with you. It takes forever to exercise to do this. So again, down here, hold, and come back up. Next one is called from the wall to a wall to chair squat. This allows your body now to work on balance and body position. On the wall, you're naturally doing this, coming straight down and straight up. When normal people do a lunge or a squat, they'll do this here. That's a normal squat. So I call my squat a modified squat. Hey, right? Made up in my head. Very creative, I am. Okay, so I'm going to come down here, go from the wall. First I'm going to do maybe 5 of these on the wall. Come down, hold, come back up. Now I'm going to use either chair or wall, either way. Here, my same body being straight the whole time. Come down, come up. What I do when I tell my patients how you do this, push your knees out. Okay? I'm going to just come here, push my knees out, come straight down, hold, and come straight up. And it's okay if your heels come off the floor a little bit too. Again, down here, all the way down, hold, and come straight back up. You can also use a chair if you don't have a wall available to you. Here again, here, body straight, and then come down, hold, and come back up. Seems so easy, right?
Can I ask you?
Yes.
I thought you weren't supposed to let your knees go over your heels.
Good. That's
On
on the
your
wall.
toes, I'm
That's on the
sorry.
wall. That's on the wall.
Okay.
So here, because you want to keep your body straight, I want your knees to come forward. This is more for the back now. Good. Good question. Good question. I know. I didn't like to think about that one. So here, straight up. Your body should be straight the whole time. Come down, hold, and come back up. Okay. Last one is now you're going to worry about your balance overall. If you can do both of these things by going no chair, no wall. People go, whoa, that's amazing. And you do that. It's magic, right? Okay? So I'll go here. What I put my hands in the front for, it helps me counterbalance my body to lean back even more. My hands are here. I feel a little bit more off balance. This allows me up front, hands in front, to lean back more without counterbalancing my body weight with my overall hands. That makes sense. All right? We'll come here, same thing. Come down, hold, and come back up. Okay, again, modified squat all the way down, hold, come back up. Some people do this. They come down here. So tell them, that point, wherever you're comfortable, go down where you're comfortable, and come back up. Over time, as you gain more balance and back strength, you'll go further and further down. Who wants to be the brave soul to try this?
You're supposed to do all this first thing you get up in the morning?
I'll do it maybe after you have your cup of coffee. That's what I would do. Who wants to try this one? Volunteers? Anybody?
Yeah.
Come on over. Chuck. He's the #1 volunteer.
What about those of us with knee problems?
Good.
Should we go partially?
So I would go, good question. If you have a knee problem, in any position here, the wall squat, chair squat, or the standing squat, modified squat, only come down where you're comfortable and come back up. And over time, what I would do, the knee exercise, I can show you a little bit, that would make your knee stronger too. So Chuck, let's go against the wall first.
There's a difference between a volunteer and a conscript.
It is, and you're both. You're both. Heels against the wall.
You guess well like that?
Yep. Okay. Now bring your feet out to where you're comfortably doing the squat. A little bit more. A little bit more.
But there's pictures of this.
Yep, taking a lot of pictures of this. Bring your feet apart a little bit. Bring your feet apart more, shoulder width apart. More for balance. When we come off the wall, so I'm trying to get Chuck to see what he's doing now. Is if wherever he is now, at the same position when he comes off the wall. Okay. So head against the wall too, right? Good, perfect. Now slide your body down. Right there. Hold. Is that comfortable?
I can hold it, but it's getting a little tired.
Yeah. Bring your low body up. Let's go down again. Good. A little bit lower.
More?
A little more. Yeah. Right there. Hold right there. I still like how his knees are below his toes here, and he's shaking just a little bit.
Should this be straight up and down here?
Should be. No, it should be. You're good. You're good. Okay. Right there. That's fine. Okay. Now come all the way up again. Good. Okay. Now let's do this. Is come off the wall. Turn around. Turn around.
Oh.
Here. And use your hands here. Good. And same thing we have you to remember. We just kick our knees forward. Keep our body straight the whole time. Okay. And touch the wall a little bit so you have that bounce. Scoot forward more. Scoot forward more. Scoot forward.
Oh.
Right there is good. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So you lean back just a little bit. Get your back muscles to work more. The more you lean back, the more the back muscles work.
Okay.
Come on down. Good.
I feel it in the back of the legs.
And the hamstrings are tight.
Oh.
Right there. And then come down. Watch my legs too.
It
Chuck.
starts to really hurt down here.
So let's do this. With your feet, you can bring your feet up a little bit if you want to.
Yeah.
Because that'll help that hamstring and the calf muscle to relax a little more too. There we go.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
I know. Good. Come down. Hold. Then come up. Then come up. Because I want the back muscles to work. I don't want you to bounce check. That's easy. Makes it look good on camera. Good. Relax. Then come back up.
I thought you were going to hold me.
I'm good over here. Now last one here, Chuck. Turn around. I'll demonstrate again too. Feet shoulder width apart. Hands in front. Lean back where you're comfortable. Not that much. Maybe right about there. Okay. Now what I have you do is, again, bring your knees forward, hold, then come back up. Come on down again. Bring the calf muscles up, bring your heels up. There you go, come up.
That's a little deep there.
Yeah, and when you come forward, you can watch mine too. Make sure you can bring your ankle, your heels up a little bit so you get a little bit deeper.
Does he have his feet far enough apart?
You can get a little bit wider if you want. He has good balance, so he's
I see.
Just be in the circus.
Almost
Just
fell
kidding.
over.
Right there, hold, and then come up.
Okay.
Where do you feel that?
I feel it back here.
Yeah. So as you lean back more and more, as you get more comfortable, then you'll feel that back kicking too.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes time. That allows that whole body to get that balance point. Your legs a little bit stronger, so when you go to come forward, and you have that balance already, so when you do this, you lean back further and further, get the back muscles to work. If you're at the gym, you can add some light weights here, or even a lighter weight in front. The counterbalance can lean back even more. All right, make that face. You want to make the face too? Yeah.
Got that on camera.
It is. It just takes time. It just takes time. Like the other ones I showed you right before, the lunges. Same thing. Just takes time.
Okay.
Thank you, Chuck. All right. Any questions so far? Yes.
I have a question on handstands. Does that benefit any of your body doing anything, or is it just?
It's really great for your back. But for what I do, I can't recommend that.
Okay.
Because what happens if your handstand does not work properly? Where do you usually land?
Well, I just go up and then I just come down. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't fall
if you're
over.
doing it, perfect, yeah. But some people are trying to do it initially, they fall on their neck and their head.
Oh.
So you gotta be careful with that.
Because sometimes you can, you go up to your knees and then you go up and then you can come down.
Yeah, but if you
So
do it
that's
properly,
where
and that's great for your back. Helps your body overall balance. So even swimming or something like that's gonna help you. But and whatever you want to do, great. Just make sure it's safe for you.
Right.
So I would recommend someone going through all these stretches first, all the exercise for 1, 2, then that feels good, then progress to something like that. So at that point, whatever works for you, whatever you like to do, please do. These allow you to do these exercises. It allows you to stay strong. If you stay strong, what happens is less risk for injury. And always for a posture first. All right. Any other questions? Nothing yet? That's all I got for you. But I like the ones that
Try someone, have someone else try it.
No, Chuck, you're good. I go to work. That's my biggest thing. The one thing is work on your posture first. Okay. Always watch your posture. Where are you? And from there, work the exercise on the floor for the kickbacks especially, and the low back roll stretch with the back towel to make sure your body feels relaxed and loose. If you can stretch every day and have maybe a 10-minute stretching routine, even if you work out at the gym, allows your body to stay loose and strong. Why do we want to keep our joints and muscles and spine loose? Why is flexibility important? What do you think?
Less injury.
Less injury. If a muscle and joint has more flexibility, more elasticity, less chance of causing it to strain and injure. I let guys in the hospital do physical labor. And the reason they have is their muscles are so tight from just getting up and down every day. I have them do a couple of hamstring stretches, and they're almost crying like a baby. But they realize after a while, to increase my flexibility, I can get stronger. Flexibility, strength. So you want to increase them together. The more you strengthen, I have someone who wants to walk a lot, they go from 20, 30, 40 minutes. You're going to go from a 5-minute stretch to a 10 to a 15-minute stretch. So you want to have that ratio at the same time as you move up in your exercise, maybe endurance training, strength, or Pilates or something like that. All right. Anything else?
Yeah.
I
All
just
right.
wanted to mention, you've probably heard Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the Supreme Court Justice in her 80s, works out every day. And
Yes.
she can do a bridge through 2 singings of Happy Birthday.
And it took time and routine of doing it. Do it every day. It's great. I see her on Saturday Night Live every Saturday or Sunday morning when I watch Saturday Night Live. She's on there. And a lot. But she's healthy. And when you're that healthy, what happens to your mental aptitude?
It gets better.
Improves or doesn't degenerate as quickly. You want that blood flow, circulation in your body all the time. When you get to a routine, maybe 3, 4, 5 weeks, whatever it takes you, then that becomes your normal. When I have patients in a routine and I check with them, how's your routine going? It was great, but Wednesday I missed it because I had my kids thing, or my family thing, whatever it was. They had that regret. They're like, I'm like, yes, they're in a routine because they missed it. So I want you to feel that when you get into a routine that's part of your routine. You missed it, you're like, dang, I gotta make it up somewhere. That's what makes you feel good. When you feel good, your body stays healthy. All right, anything else?
What about, when I went to physical therapy once, they had me lie on a half-cut styrofoam thing with it long and
Yes.
just spread out
On your back,
on
correct?
my back.
Yeah.
Is that,
And I like that one. I start with a back towel first. Because the hard plastic foam ones, if you're doing that and your back is tight or sore, then you guard and tighten. So you don't get that stretch out of there. So I have someone start with something like this first, and then once they're comfortable, the stretching on that's going to be good for them. But if they're already tight and sore with just sometimes a towel, that hard plastic foam is going to make their back really tight and you're going to get no benefit at all.
I couldn't find a place to buy one of those. They had
The long ones?
Yeah.
I use like the foot one from Big 5 from 10 years ago. Big 5 is an easy way to just, it's around the corner. Or Amazon or one of those things too. But like 10 years ago, they're like the new thing. They're like, whatever. Now you can get them everywhere.
Okay.
When something works, what do people do? They buy them. So what do people do? They make it more convenient for people to buy. You'll find them everywhere now. Because it works. Give it up maybe 4 or 5 years. Minimum for me. At that point I know it's helping somebody out. All right? Good. Have a good day. See you next month.
Thank you.
You're welcome.